Visceral fat hides where you cannot pinch it. It wraps your liver, presses against your gut, and whispers to your hormones that storage is safe. That is why you can drop 5 pounds and still see the same waist in the mirror. Fasting streaks, strict keto, and long cardio all work for a while, then they stall. That stall is not a character flaw. It is physics crossing paths with biology. Once you stop fighting the laws that run the world and start using them, that stubborn center finally budges. Start with the first law of thermodynamics. Energy has to balance. Calories in and calories out is real. Two people eat the same number and finish the day with different losses to heat. One lifts heavy, fidgets without thinking, sleeps on time and eats protein-forward meals that are slow to digest. The other sits longer, trains once, sleeps short, and grazes at night. Both hit the same intake. One leaks energy as heat and keeps more of it moving through muscle. The other conserves energy and stores more in the trunk. Outcomes diverge because behavior changes heat loss and partitioning. Now turn to the second law. Energy tends to spread out. Life pushes back by doing work, yet heat loss never vanishes. When food is easy to digest and movement is low, losses shrink. When muscle is active and digestion is costly, losses rise. Stubborn, visceral fat sticks when your system has learned to conserve. That is why harsh fasting often backfires. Thyroid output drifts down, spontaneous movement fades, and body temperature at rest slides a bit. The deficit on the app remains, but the body made each calorie cheaper to keep. You can see the same pattern in metabolic adaptation. The same run burns less after a few weeks. The body trims idle movement you do not notice. Repairs slow down a touch. Hunger shows up at night. Sleep quality slips, even when you think you are fine. The sum is simple. Less heat leaves the system. You can hold what you believe is a deficit and still make no visible change because the engine became efficient right when you wanted waste. Blood flow plays a part. Fat near the skin releases more easily. Fat inside the abdomen is different. It has more alpha receptors that resist release, and it sits in a blood supply that drains to the liver. Sit all day and stress hard, and you pull blood toward the core. Take a short walk after meals and train your biggest muscles, and you push blood through the places that burn fuel. Fuel that would have been stored becomes heat and work. Hormones do not live outside physics. Insulin directs traffic after meals. Chronically high levels steer calories into storage, especially in the trunk. Cortisol rises with poor sleep and constant stress. Paired with insulin, it stores energy where you least want it. Alcohol cuts in line because the body burns it first, which makes everything else wait in storage. Thyroid sets baseline heat. When output drops, you become efficient at the worst moment. None of this is destiny. These are levers that change how energy moves. Here is how that looks when you train. Keep lifting as the foundation. 3 days of heavy compound work teach muscles to hold on to glucose and to demand more of it tomorrow. Muscle raises resting heat every hour, not just in the gym. Add 2 days of Easy Zone 2 where you can talk in full sentences. That builds the engines that burn fat while you live your day. Finish the week with 1 short interval session. 6 to 8 hard efforts of 20 to 30 seconds with full recovery is enough. That small dose sharpens insulin sensitivity and raises post-exercise oxygen use. Walk 10 minutes after your 2 biggest meals. Eating is not a punishment. It is the steering wheel. Set protein near 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of your goal body weight. Eat 3 or 4 meals inside a 10 to 12 hour daytime window and in the last 3 hours before bed. Build plates around a palm of lean protein, plenty of non-starchy vegetables, and fruit for volume and fiber. Pick starches you can measure for a while to relearn what a portion looks like. Honest portions beat perfect macros. Cook with extra virgin olive oil, but keep the pour modest. Keep alcohol to 2 days or less per week, and during a deeper cut, take a full break. Protein raises the heat cost of digestion and protects lean tissue. Fiber slows absorption so energy drifts toward muscle instead of your trunk. Recovery is the other half of the work. Sleep 7 to 9 hours in a cool, dark room. Get outside for morning light to anchor your clock. Late screens push cortisol up and slide melatonin back. Build a simple wind-down routine that lowers stress without calories. Consider a sauna if your doctor approves. Heat sessions raise heart rate and sweating, may improve insulin sensitivity, and help you relax without a drink or a snack. Try brief cold exposure if it feels good and does not drive rebound eating. Pause here for a straight check-in. If the scale is down, but your belt has not moved, you've lost water or muscle. If your morning heart rate is up for 3 days and training feels heavy, you need more sleep or more food. If night hunger is loud, your daytime protein or fiber is too low. If alcohol snuck back in, remove it first. You do not need a new diet. You need to remove the blockers that lower heat loss and raise storage pressure. Build a 9-week plan you can run anywhere in the United States, Canada, or the United Kingdom. For the first 3 weeks, lift Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Do Zone 2 on Tuesday and Saturday. Sprint on Thursday with short efforts and full recovery. Walk after lunch and dinner. Eat 3 protein-centered meals inside a 12-hour window that ends 3 hours before sleep. Skip alcohol on weekdays. Choose one planned treat each week and keep it honest. For weeks 4 through 6, keep the schedule. Add a small 4th lift for weak points. Extend one Zone 2 sessions by 10 minutes. Add a sauna session if you have access, and trim dinner starch by a quarter. For weeks 7 through 9, hold protein steady. Add a second short interval day every other week. Keep the walks, keep the window, and keep alcohol to weekends only. Measure your waist and take a morning photo each week. This is thermodynamics in daily life. The first law is the frame. Intake must meet output to lose fat. The second law is the art. You shape where energy goes and how much escapes as heat. Lifting and protein protect lean mass. Zone 2 and intervals train the engines that burn fat while you live. Walks and fiber steer fuel into tissue that uses it. Sleep and stress work open the tap and let heat leave the system. Your body is an adaptive engine. Engines need fuel, oxygen, and time between hard efforts, and they always waste some heat. Smart fat loss increases useful work and lets the right amount of heat go free. Stubborn storage gives way to habits that raise heat, protect muscle, and steer calories away from your trunk. Start today with one heavy session, one honest plate, and one good night of sleep. Repeat tomorrow. Physics cares about what you do consistently, and it pays out when you stay the course.